Oh man, now that's content.
What's up guys, I'm Chandler Reigh, aka Chowder Throws. And this is my Jack Attacks Discs top 10 in the bag. We're going to start off with the Evelina Solinen's World Star Destroyer. These immediately made it into my bag the first time I threw them. I could get really easy distance on just a pure hyzer with these. They're really good for hyzer flip shots, turnovers, just really anything. They're multi-use. I have a lighter one and then a max weight one that's better for me in the headwinds.
I quit trying to go that way because it never failed. I hit and went inside that in Euro B. So there's so much open land. This is how you come around that side, stay high enough, and get a great skip.
That was a crush.
Beautiful drive by Chandler. And she gets the only birdie on that hole. I would go ahead and say for both days.
And since we're in the driver's slot, in my flippy slot here, I have the Juliana Korver Proto Glow Turn. I fell in love with this as soon as it came out. I've probably gone through 7 so far because I keep losing them, but I just immediately replace it because I love it. It's predictable. They fly the same out of the bag every time. I find that they don't ever beat up to be flippier than they start off as typically. So I love how controllable this is for also big turnover shots. It'll kind of hold it the whole way like a mid-range. Or for just flip up hyzers if I need to shape a shot, they're perfect for that. And now for a driver that I like forehanding is the 1000 rated Kristen Tutar Graces. I find that these have a much flatter profile than any of the other Graces and they still get good distance, so I really like them on a forehand. And then this is my favorite in particular, you can see why. It's a great die by Jack. This was commissioned by my friend Kaylin, and this is kind of like one of our inside jokes, because it's the only pop song that she's got me to listen to is the Pink Pony Club song, so that's why we've got that. Next up, we have a Thought Space Mantra. Chandler Reigh gave me this from his tour series. This is a flippy fairway driver. I think it's a 9-speed. It's kind of the same slot as the Leopard, so I picked this over the Leopard just because look how pretty it is. Also, I aced with this at Worlds, so it's kind of a special disc for me. I love throwing it. I picked this for my uphill shots that I need to get something to flip uphill, kind of ride up, and then, you know, still get some good distance.
Nice, beautiful turnovers. That's the way to get the hole, let it glide into the wind and just carry right over there to the basket. Nice, beautiful downhill putt from Chandler.
This also gets me out of a lot of trouble if I have to shape a shot in the trees. It works really good for that. Next up, the Ella Hansen Glow Horizon FD, the Showstopper. This thing flies so good. It doesn't really handle a headwind that great, so I have a different disc for that, but this thing gets the same distance for me as a distance driver. If I need it to be a straight, more controlled shot, or if I can kind of slow down on the torque a little bit, I can really throw this thing from any distance range from like 250 to 350, and it's just money. Next up, we got the Barsby Eagle. This thing is really good for me for around the 300 distance range where I need something that's going to fade reliably. It has just a really predictable flight, forehand and backhand, so I really like that about it. Alright, next up we got the Midnight Prowl, the OG Meta Origin. This thing flies so good, it's really dependable. It's got a just hyzer flip, stand up, and then fades all the way to the right for me. It's really also good for uphill shots that I kind of need it to go straight. It's
That's great.
it's a something. It's a
Banger.
It's a banger. I don't know what to say. Next up, we have this Adam Hammis Buzz. Why the Buzz? That's obvious. Everybody loves a Buzz. It's a great mold. I also aced with this disc. That was exciting. So I love to bag this one because look at the stamp. America, first of all. Second of all, it's got to stay in the bag. I've got to throw this because I got the coolest ace. My first filmed ace. My only filmed ace right now, actually. But
Come on. Ah! I got it! I got it! I got it! I got it! I got it!
this one for me, it kind of flies straight or it'll hold a hyzer really well. I can shape this any way that I want, so it's really dependable for that. Sometimes on the longer par 4s or par 5s, I'll throw it for like a nice little downhill approach if that's the case, or I like to throw it off the tee mostly for like 300-foot shots or maybe some shots through the woods, but it's just kind of multi-use, multi-purpose. Next up, we have an old Jawbreaker zone. This one is super beat up. This is the very first zone that I ever got that was given to me. So it's very beat in, very flippy, but this one's really good for getting like 300 plus feet of distance off of a 4-speed disc, which is cool.
This wind came out of nowhere. It was a huge tailwind, so added about 50 feet to our drives from the previous day.
Nice, Chandler.
Glad to see Chandler get the birdie.
I love this disc in the woods, where I need to shape a shot that just kind of starts on a hyzer, flips up, but doesn't go super far. It's really good for that. And I bagged 3 of these, this one being the least stable, and then I have a step between this one and my more stable one. And as they get beat up, I kind of will have to cycle new zones into the bag. But a zone is just such a good mold, and the Jawbreaker is my favorite. They just fly so good. The grip feels really good. I love everything about them. And last but certainly not least, my Berg. This is my baby. Controversial, but this is probably the best approach disc created on the planet ever. Some people hate how these feel in their hands. I love it. I love how this feels on a backhand, and I love how it feels on a forehand. My specialty approach is just a soft little forehand with the Berg. That's really the best way for me to get good speed control. I cannot throw this thing too far. I can't physically get it past 230 feet, so that's why I love it. Everything else, if I'm trying to do touchy approaches, I'll just chuck them past the basket, and I can't do that with this, so I kind of need it.
So this is the drop zone. Chandler putting it right by the basket. It was a great shot.
And that was my top 10 in the bag. Thanks for watching, and thanks to my sponsors, Far From Par, for supplying my plastic, Kayak Point Disc Golf Resort for letting me practice, use their course, and for letting us film on this gorgeous property today, and also to T-Box Socks for keeping my toes toasty. Was that better?
That's great.
Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Give me a follow at Chowder Throws, and we'll see you next time.
What the fuck was that? Did you see that?
I missed it.
I think I might have got it.